So you're moving here to the Dayton area and you're curious, what are all these things that I've been hearing about? Are they true? Are they not? Well, in this video, we're going to go over the 8 myths about Dayton debunked. And we'll give you the true things right here. And you want to stick around to the end because number 8 myth is the biggest question that I get asked every single time somebody's moving to this area looking to purchase or rent a home. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group right here in Dayton, Ohio. This is your first time to our channel. We do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. Now, as a military veteran of 14 years and now a military spouse, I've moved so many places. And every time I moved somewhere, there was always such a lack of information of where to move to and what to anticipate. That's why we created this channel for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. Now, honestly, we do get tons of phone calls and emails and texts each and every day from people that are moving here or got some questions, and well, we absolutely love it. So if you are moving here, you got some questions, need some help, again, give us a call, text, email, find us on social media, whatever you got to do, we got your back when moving here to the Dayton area. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the 8 myths of Dayton. Now, I am not a Dayton native personally. I moved here when my wife got orders up to this area. And when I moved here, I had no idea where to go to, where to move to, and what even to do. And it was tough. And as I did some more research, as I asked different people around here, there were so many different myths about real estate and about Dayton in itself. So I wanted to go ahead and give you the most pertinent things that I got when I've learned as being a real estate agent and a team lead here, as well as what it's like just to live and transplant yourself to the city. Okay, so let's get into number 1, which is there's nothing to do in Dayton. People say that there's nothing to do here. I don't think so. If you're willing to go out and search for these things, there's so much to do. If you're willing to go out and take a look and find it. Now, you've got the Miami Valley Bike Trails, which is over 300 miles worth of paved trails, multi-use trails that go all throughout Dayton and the suburbs, everywhere. So if you're a biker, a runner, or just like to go out and have some walks in these areas, what a great place to go check out. They also have tons of metro parks in the Dayton and surrounding areas. There's tons of places to go out, go camping, go swimming, tennis. There's tons and tons of stuff in those metro parks, and they're all throughout Dayton and the suburbs. Not only that, one of my personal favorites that I found when I got here was the fantastic local breweries that they have in this area. Not only that, but the atmosphere and some of the food that they provide, or if the food trucks are over there, it's such a great place just to go hang out, make some new friends. I've met plenty of people out there on maybe some self-created pub crawls. It's just a great place to go check out, and there's tons out here. There's over 30 last time I checked in this area. Now, not only that, if you're not into that crowd, there's tons of restaurants and eateries. We actually went through and tried to find the best ones in this area, so you can definitely check that video out here on this channel. But great ambiance, great food. Not only that, but Dayton has a great arts and performing arts area and just following in the city. So if that's something you're into, there's tons of places to go out and do that as well. Not only that, but you have baseball, you have professional baseball here. There's actually one of the stadiums right downtown, and so much more that I could continue going into. But we're not done yet. Let's go to number 2. Let's throw a little bit of real estate in here for you. One of the other myths is buying the worst house in the best neighborhood is the best way to go. Nope, that's not true. Unless you're looking to do a major renovation, that house is always going to be the worst house in the neighborhood, which means when you turn around to sell it, that's what other people are going to see. They're going to see that's still the worst house, and they're probably going to pass over it when they look to go ahead and purchase. All right, so What I suggest typically is what you want to do is to find the worst home in the hottest neighborhood. All right. Know that those worst homes don't perform as well as the rest of them. So again, find the worst home in the hottest neighborhood. Typically, you want to find these after these neighborhoods have become hot within 3 to 5 years after the fact, and that's according to our research. Number 3 myth. Dayton has high crime and is completely run down. Not so fast, all right? Although the city of Dayton, the crime index is 45.9 on the violent crime and 70.6 on property crime. Now, that's on a scale from 1 to 100, where 100 is the worst in the country. All right. Now, that seems like it could be bad, but if you compare this to other major cities, it really isn't that bad. And most people in this area aren't staying downtown where these stats are available. Most people are staying in the suburbs or the Dayton metro area. So let's take a look at those numbers. If you're looking at violent crime, it is now only 10 to 18.2 on that scale from 1 to 100. If you're looking for property crime, it's only 20 to 37.8. Now, if you want to know what that is in comparison to the rest of the US, just on average, you're looking at 22.7 and 35.4 respectively. So really, it's not that bad. In addition to it, you think that it's been run down? Sure. When the auto industry left, when we had that big recession, a lot of things kind of went to the dumps. Well, ever since we've been recovering, downtown Dayton and the surrounding areas have been revitalized, have been bringing businesses back, they've been bringing technology. Of course, we've got RightPat, which has been pretty consistent and is the biggest employer out here. They've been bringing in technology firms and things like that. They've really been helping this place grow. If you want a good example of that, you can go into the southern part of downtown Dayton and the Oregon district, and you can see what they've done there, and it looks absolutely great, and what a great place to go hang out. Okay, number 4 myth. The most important rule in Dayton real estate is location, location, location. That seems like it should be right, but it's not entirely right, okay? More importantly is what it's going to look like in the future. Since I was just talking about that, if you are looking to get into a place and you want to get some value over time, what you want to look at is what this area is going to look like in the next 10 to 20 years from now. That's going to go ahead and give you a better outlook of what to anticipate. All right, number 5 myth. There's no jobs in the Dayton area. Wrong again. There's a high demand for jobs such as nursing, software developers, you got marketers, financial managers, construction laborers, and so many more. Our biggest employer, as I mentioned before, was Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Now, that's just not military. That's military contractors and everybody that supports that as well. So it's huge. It's huge. There's tons of research and things that are going on. So it's just a big, and is the biggest employer. Not only that, we have our health industry for the Premier Health. We have Kettering Health Network, Montgomery County, Kroger, which is the grocery store around here if you're not from our area, and the Miami University, just to name a few. There are tons and tons of employment opportunity depending on what you want to do. All right, number 6 on our list. When it comes to buying and reselling a home, fixing up the kitchen with lots of fancy upgrades is the smartest move to boost your property value. Although doing so may help that house sell faster, it certainly is not going to increase the value that much. It's actually where people have this mostly wrong, and that's across the country, not just here in Dayton. If you are going to reno something and you're looking to flip or something like that, try renovating the bathrooms. Just minimal upgrades will work in order to bring that up. Also, as always, increasing square footage or putting some blow insulation in the roof. Those are the type of things that have a better chance of increasing value, not just a pretty kitchen. There are things that will help, like if you were looking to purchase a property, then use it for a rental, because this area is fantastic to get into rental real estate and for long-term investments. Fantastic area here. To get into something cheap, and there's certain things that you can do in order to get it looking good and get the highest rent. Now, if you're looking to resell that property, there's other things that you should be doing in order to increase resale. Those are completely different buckets. So what I would do is either ask us or ask your real estate professional on what things might be best for you. And we have tons and tons of information on that. All right, number 7, we're getting there. Number 7, myth. North Carolina was a birthplace for aviation. Nope. Although the test flight was conducted in 1903 in North Carolina, it actually was believed that the Wright brothers conducted the research and created the actual aircraft inside a bike shop right on the west side of the city of Dayton. Now, even since 2003, it's been officially named the birthplace of aviation. Like, it went through Congress and everything. So now we are part of the birthplace of aviation. If you like aviation, this is a great place to go. There's lots of private flying, some opportunities to actually go out and learn how to fly. They even have a replica of the Wright Flyer that's over there just north of Springboro, in that small municipal airport that's over there, where you can actually get on and take a ride there. How cool is that, right? If you're an aviation enthusiast, what a great way. Not only that, but there's other aviation related things in the area. They have the Wright-Patterson, which is the Air Force Marathon that happens every fall, and just an opportunity to go through the Air Force Museum that's over there. And if you haven't been through that, what a great place to go check out. It's free to the public, and it could take you several days to go through it. I've been through it many times, and I still find things that I've just didn't even realize was there last time. And I'm a huge aviation nerd, so that's one of those things. Okay, moving on. Our last one is number 8 myth. The education in Dayton sucks. Nope, wrong again. There are some of the top schools here in the surrounding areas of Dayton, to include for just your high schools and everything else. Like Oakwood is one of the best ones in the even state. Now, in addition, there are 26 colleges in this entire area. Now, that includes places like the International College of Broadcasting, the School of Advertising Art, you've got Lincoln College Technology, University of Dayton, you've got nursing programs, there's all sorts of stuff in here. So all the way from being a little kid all the way into professional education, there are tons and tons of educational opportunity and quality education opportunities as well here in the Dayton area. Now, that's all that I have for you. Now, coming from here, there were a bunch of other things that just were stipulations about this area that I wasn't sure was really good or really bad either way. And as my wife and I did end up getting accustomed to the area, one of the big kind of downfalls that we saw, and it wasn't that bad because we kind of anticipated, was that during the winter time, the sun doesn't come out that much. And that can kind of lead to some seasonal depression. So you will have to find some ways to kind of cope with that. And it did suck, but we ended up getting over it. Of course, the year prior to this video was COVID, so everybody was stuck inside anyway. But once all this stuff clears, and even before that, the fall time, the festivals, just the people, everything is great about this area. You should be excited to come in. Don't let those naysayers say that this place is terrible. I think that you have to actually do like we did and move from another place to really, really appreciate all the great things that this area has to offer. If you're into the outdoors, if you're into education, if you're just into being around happy people and you like really good food, this is a great place here in the Gem City. So that is all I've got for you. If you guys have additional questions and you want to debunk some other myths here, go ahead and leave it here in the comments below. If you have anything additional that you want to leave for us, again, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And if you are moving here and you need some help and you've got some questions, please feel free to give our team a call, text, or email, and we're going to be happy to help out any way that we can. Again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with eXp Realty, and we'll check out our next video. Take care.